Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm back here tonight with another requested reading, and this request is going to be an energy reading between, I apologize if I'm butchering the names, which I usually tend to do here, so again, forgive me. But this is between Lee Joon Ji and Moon Chae Won. Now, they have worked together acting. Obviously, I will have their names in the title, so hopefully y'all know who I'm talking about. But yes, that's who I got requested to read tonight. So that's what we're here to do. So yes, I have everything all shuffled. We'll pull some from the tarot. We'll also pull some from the Romance Angels deck. And I will say, I have been getting a lot of comments on videos that I've already posted. I just got 2 tonight. So go back through and check on my videos just to make sure that you didn't bypass your request. I am very small over here, so my algorithm is shit. So a lot of people are not seeing stuff. So just double check just to make sure. I am basically caught up. I have, after this one I'm doing right now, I have 3 more to do. So the last 3 requests that I have as of now is Lisa from Blackpink, Bruno Mars, and then Doherty Dozen. So go back through and check. And if you don't see it, try it again. Now I have also gotten some too of like the same ones that I just read a week ago. And I'm not going to reread them that soon, so I'll have to space it out. But yes, please go check just to make sure. If you don't see it, please comment again. And I will try to get that out for you. I'm so sorry about that, but I don't get a lot of traction over on my channel. That's why, like, at least liking the videos, like, if y'all could at least do that just to try to help with algorithm, because I don't think a lot of you guys are seeing everything. I really don't. I've been noticing that a lot, and I don't know how to get myself out there more, so I do apologize. I'm sorry for that little spiel. I just wanted to let y'all know. But anyways, if you have any other requests you'd like to see from me, please feel free to comment below. And if you're interested in your own private reading from me, I do offer those for $5 to my Venmo or PayPal. Tarot readings, angel readings, messages from deceased loved ones, messages from angels, past life readings, 25 yes/no questions with a pendulum. I've read over a dozen subscribers. I've gotten some pretty good feedback. It's a way to support me. It's a way to help me build over here so I can grow more. And hopefully more of y'all can see more of my content because it's not doing so hot. But yes. If not, please just at least like the video. If you could at least do that, that is enough support, and I thank all of you with infinite gratitude. Sorry about all that. I did not mean to blabber for 3 minutes, but I just want to let y'all know what was going on. Okay, so let's get into this. So let's start off by pulling a card for him. I'm just going to go by him and her because I hate mispronouncing names. If you've watched some of my videos before, you already know. So yes, let's start with him. Let's see where he's at energetically right now, you know, within their energy, and then we'll pull one for her, see where she's at within their energy together, and then we'll dive in as a whole. So for him, I think I'm going to go with this one. So he is coming up as a star. So this is about hope, direction, renewal, you know, positive energy, creative energy, inspirational energy with the star card. Very beautiful. So that's where his energy is at with these 2. Okay, now let's see what hers is. Let's see what hers is. So for her, I think I'm gonna do this one right here. So she is coming up as the 6 of Pentacles. So this is about generosity. This is about kindness. This is about giving and receiving equally. Prosperity, financial support, being very stable. So again, very beautiful energy, very stable, very secure, very kind, very kind. So that's where she's at. Okay. So let's dive into the energy between these 2 as a whole. So let's start with this one. So Ace of Pentacles. So we see new beginnings, career opportunities, abundance, stability, security, prosperity, all those beautiful things. And yes, they have worked together. They've worked very well together. So there's definitely been career opportunities. And you know what is very possible? that they might even work together again in the future. You know, they work very well together. They have, I feel, at least intuitively, they have very good chemistry. I'm sure y'all could probably see it within the acting. Of course, I've never watched anything with those two, but I can definitely feel like they definitely have it. It really has drew people in to their characters. And yeah, that's what I feel. That's what I feel with this. And it's brought them a lot of abundance. It's brought them, you know, a lot of positive things. And it might even bring them some more opportunities to work together in the future as well. Very possible. I'm not going to say for 100% certainty, but I'm kind of feeling 60-40 with that. So it's usually what I say, about 60-40%. But yeah. Next, we have Two of Pentacles. So this is about balance. You know, being able to adapt. So I feel like they're very good at balancing, and they're very good at adapting to things. If there's something quick that they need to learn, they can pick it up very quickly. They adapt very fast. That kind of thing is what I feel with this. Okay, next we have the Six of Swords. So this is about moving on and taking a new journey. So yeah, I feel like this is just like letting go of the past and moving on towards a brighter future. Okay, continuing on. King of Swords. So I feel like this would be more towards him. At least that's just what I'm feeling intuitively. So this is about a man with high power, high standards, also a man who has mental clarity. He thinks with his head, he thinks very clearly. He's not all bogged down by other things. Very high and strong morals, and very honest and truthful as well. Not the type to kind of coddle you. I feel like he's very truthful and honest, whether you like it or not, very straight to the point. So yes. The Lovers card. So yeah, these two have definitely built a relationship together. And I'm not saying, you know, like romantically, okay, even though it is the Lovers card. I'm not saying that. I don't know. You know, I don't know. But there's a partnership with these two. You know what I mean? They've worked together. Like I said, I feel like the chemistry is very high. They've acted very well together. They've really, really got into character. And it's really just, I cannot talk. It has drawn people in, you know, their connection. You know, and it's very harmonious. It's good. You know, it's very good. And there's definitely the attraction, like I'm telling you. It's definitely there. Again, I'm not saying it's like romantic or anything, but, you know, there's definitely that partnership energy with these two. You know, and that bonding from filming together like they have. And it's good. It's been very good for them. Okay, next we have the Four of Swords. So this is about rest, relaxing, contemplating, peace, that kind of thing. Recuperating. So I'm not 100% sure with this one, but it could definitely be, you know, that maybe they need some time to rest and relax. I don't know why I cannot speak tonight, but I just can't. I apologize. But, yeah. You know, and of course, it's very exhausting what these people do for careers. I mean, they're great at it. You know, they love it, but it does take a lot of energy. It takes a lot of time, especially filming. Some filming can take up to years to completely finish, you know, so it can be very daunting and very tiring. So that could be what this Four of Swords is talking about. It could be more to it that I'm just not seeing. But yeah, that's That's the energy of that Four of Swords there. Okay, next we have the Queen of Cups. So I feel like this would be more towards her. So very feminine. Okay, very feminine woman. Very compassionate, very kind as well. So I feel like she carries a lot of compassion. She's also very empathic. She's very supportive as well. A very, very supportive friend. Like, she will listen to you. She will be there for you. Very caring. Very caring. Okay, next we have the Nine of Cups. So this is about wishings coming through, again, achievements, material success, you know, and they've had that. You know, they will continue to have that too. Both of them. Like I said, even if they don't work together again, which, like I said, you know, there is a possibility. I'm not going to say for 100% certainty, but it is very possible that they could both maybe take on a role of the same show or movie or whatever they decide to do in the future. You know, it is a possibility. Okay, but yeah, they've definitely, you know, received abundance. You know, they've achieved something together, you know, working together. And it has brought them both a lot of success. So it's very beautiful. Very beautiful. Okay, next we have the Two of Wands. Now, this is about planning, you know, making a decision, also travel and discovery of some sort too. So, it's that kind of energy going on. So, yeah, I mean, this represents, you know, progress, future planning, and exploration of new paths. So, that kind of thing. Okay, next we have the Empress. So again, that divine feminine energy. I feel like this is probably for her again. Fertility, abundance, you know, very nurturing and very creative as well. So yeah, she absolutely carries those traits. And we've seen that in some of the other cards too. So yep, that is Miss Moon. I love that. I actually have a toad named Moon. I love that name. It's so beautiful. Okay, next we have the Seven of Pentacles. So this talks about long-term success. I do get this card a lot too within celebrity readings that I do. If you have seen some of my other videos, this one does come up almost always. Not every time, but 9 out of 10 times this card's going to come out. So yeah, this is about long-term success. This is about being rewarded for your hard work. This is about planning, patience, working very hard, you know, and both of them obviously have done that, you know. So this is just confirmation of that, you know. They work very hard and they've been rewarded for those efforts, and they will continue to be rewarded for those efforts. Okay, 10 of Cups. So yeah, this is about contentment, peaceful coexistence. Yeah, these two get along very well. They get along very well. They have very good energy together, these two. Very beautiful. Yeah, it's very harmonious, you know. And again, with that stability and security, you know, their friendship, relationship that they have, work relationship, whatever you want to call it, it's very strong and it's very stable. And it's very true, you know, it's none of that fake crap. Like, they really are in it for all the right reasons, you know, and at least that's what I feel, you know. That's what I feel. I know not everybody's truth is the same, but that's what I feel. That's what I'm seeing. So, all right, we'll do a few more of the tarot, and then we will pull some from the romance card deck before we close here. So let me do 3 more. Let's do one from each row. So I'm going to do this one right here. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands. Let's go to the middle row here. I think I'm going to go with this one right here. Oh, the Tower. Okay. Five of Pentacles. Okay, interesting. I know, I feel like I always say that. Oh, the energy's so good, and then I start seeing this shit. I gotta stop doing that. That's happened quite a few times. So yeah, there does seem to be some sort of, it's possible. I mean, it doesn't always have to be true, right? Because some of my readings are not always accurate, okay? But you can't always be right. And that's just how it is. And I will be the first to admit that. But yes, there could be, possibly, okay, a tower moment. So big sudden change. Could be a loss or a tragedy or even some sort of revelation that just kind of like throws you off a little bit. Like, what? Like, what the hell is this? Like, what is happening? That kind of thing. And then we have that Five of Pentacles here too. So this is like a financial loss or some sort of insecurity with something. So I'm not really sure what this is or what it's going to be about, but we do see these cards here, so we'll have to see if anything ever comes up, and it might not, it might not, but we do see that here. Okay, will anything come of it? I don't know. I really don't know, but we do see it here. So these two could definitely coincide with each other. What exactly it is, I don't know. Some sort of loss, I guess I'd say. Some sort of loss, some sort of tragedy, or some sort of struggle. So, not really sure, but that's what we got. Okay. And then the last one that we have here for the tarot is the Ace of Wands. So again, this is about creative energy. This is about progress, following your passions. Again, new opportunities, that kind of thing. So, that's what we have there. All right, let's get these out of the way. But, I mean, besides those two cards, it's looking pretty good, the energy that they have between themselves. So, I guess we'll just have to see. Like I said, it might not mean anything. I'm not always going to be accurate with my readings. That's one thing a lot of people need to understand, because I had one that I did, I think it was the Nicole Kidman. I might have got it wrong. Okay, I might have felt that more of it was maybe on his side, but maybe, a lot of people are telling me I'm wrong and it was all her fault. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I'm not always going to see everything. I don't always see everything. Sometimes I have no freaking idea what I'm even doing. But we try and we learn and we continue to move forward. And I don't think even the best readers are always going to be accurate, because things change too. Energy is constantly changing. So that's just how it is. Okay. We'll leave it at that for now. So let's see what we got. I did mix two decks up in here, so that's why some of the cards are different. So let me get the big ones here and some of the small ones. Okay. We'll start with the biggies. So we have the playfulness card. Okay. So yes, it's a very playful energy between these two, especially, within the acting and stuff. So we have that. And again, that passion's definitely there. We see it on screen, so absolutely. And then the flirtatious energy, of course. And then again, the attraction. I'm not going to lie. There's definitely an attraction between these two. I'm sure they are very attracted to each other. Will it ever go anywhere? It might not, but it's definitely there. Okay, it's definitely there. We can see that. Okay, and then for the little ones, we have the physical connection. So yes, like I said, these two have spent a lot of time together. They've worked together. They did at least from my understanding, they did film like an intimate role. Am I correct? I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I feel like it was a very intimate role together. There's definitely that physical connection there between those two. Friendly support, again, with the friendly energy that they have. Best friend. Workplace romance. Common cause connection. Spending time together, working together, being intimate on screen, that kind of thing. And then, of course, the bonding, They've spent a lot of time bonding with each other, working together like they do. So there's that. But anyway, I will leave it here. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for the request. Thank you so much for being here. Please like the video at least to help with algorithm. That's all I ask. If you don't want to subscribe, you don't have to. I would love if you would, but, you know, just a like is perfectly fine. I appreciate all of you being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next, and I thank you all with infinite gratitude. Have a great night. Bye, guys.